What happened? I can't hear you. What happened? Did that cut off soon? Did that cut off early?
I think so.
Felt like that had some more to it. Let's run it back.
1, 2, 3, pop 'em. Time to party, it's the weekend, baby. Taking shots of 42, cause we get sleeping, baby. And we don't get no, cause it's the weekend, baby. Drop the babies off at Granny's, it's the weekend, baby. Pop 'em. Time to party, it's the weekend, baby. Taking shots of 42, cause we get sleeping, baby.
Now I'm confused because didn't it feel like it was longer than that before?
I do feel like it was
Let's run it
before.
back again.
You're right. Okay.
No, we're not gonna do
We're
that.
not gonna run it back again.
No, we're not gonna keep running
Okay.
it back. we could be doing that all day.
I know, right? Like,
What's up, everybody? You are tuned into another week of Access Granted, the Par Stream. Mr. Antoine is here, my lovely co-host with her Prince shirt on. I'm
oh, you can
feeling
see.
that.
Oh, hold on.
I'm feeling that.
In the shirt, yes.
Purple Rain.
Yes. Purple Rain.
Purple Legendary. Purple Rain. How are you doing, Miss Lisa Monet?
I'm good. Blessed. I'm so glad the heat wave has not waved. For the past couple days, I was able to do my little side gig. So, because I wasn't doing it in the heat. I don't care how much extra they was paying. I ain't doing it.
Okay, so let's talk about this heat wave because we got a few minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put him on blast. I just called Kyng Ray 2 minutes before the show was supposed to start.
The
And
blast.
then just sleep.
Oh,
Talking about, oh, I thought it was 8 o'clock. Nah, bro. Yeah, my show ain't never started at 8 ever. In fact, oh no, his show was starting at 9 o'clock. I was about to say, in fact, it was his show that used to start at 8 o'clock. And I'm gonna put him on blast now. But
no,
yo,
don't put him on blast.
the heat wave was like really ignorant.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
we weren't even like we didn't get the hottest of the heat wave here.
We didn't. No.
Like I want to complain. Like I try not to complain when it gets hot because I mean
Right.
it's summertime, so that's what it's supposed to do.
Right.
But and I don't want to be one of those people that, you know, in the wintertime says I can't wait for the summer to get here, and then the summer gets here and we complain about it being
Right.
too hot because, you know, I mean, I've been in Baltimore all my life, so I know what the deal is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm definitely not going to be one of those people that complain about the little weather that we had, you know, the little feeling like it's 105, you know,
Right.
when you had other cities around the country that was at 105 as the temperature, and then with the heat index, it felt like
120 or something crazy like that.
Shout out to you,
you know, workers passing out and just horrible. UPS guys and FedEx or someone passed out and died.
Oh, shout out to anybody that works outdoors, man.
Yes.
Construction workers, you know,
absolutely.
Trash men, whatever you do, man. If you don't have the opportunity to go inside and just, it's crazy. Shout out to my brother Rube Rice who gave us an amazing show not that long ago. My guy. Shout out to my man DJ Herbie Love, bro. I gotta apologize to you, Herbie, because I haven't been through the decompression sessions in a minute, man. I've been kind of busy on Fridays, but I promise you I'm gonna pull up. And we got pouches, bro. I don't understand why you ain't hit me up, because I know you was finished the last 4 that you got like the following day. So I need you to come on and get this 4-pack up off me, Herbie. Love you, bro. I appreciate you for checking in. Yeah, but so what's been going on? Like, I didn't know that my co-host wasn't going to be here early, so I didn't even have anything prepared. I do want to say, yo, shout out to Cardi B.
Yes.
Shout out to Cardi B.
Absolutely.
He said he's feeling the shirt. Shout out. Hey, Rude, we just trying to be like you when we grow up, bro.
Oh, thank you.
And we definitely got classics on. I got the good times. Ain't we lucky we got them? And Sis is rocking the Prince Purple Rain. You know, we just want, you know, we just want to be like Rude Bryce when we grow up. and if you literally just tuned in, no, she's not flashing, y'all. She's just showing y'all the
my shirt. Ain't no flashing.
Put it all. Put it all up in the camera, man. We got my man DJ Kyng Ray coming on board. I'm waiting for him to pull up. But yeah, man, shout out to Cardi B. Let me tell y'all something, man.
Yep. Speak on it.
We spend way too much damn money
to
go to these concerts to be doing stupid stuff.
Stupid.
And I don't know where this new fad started to think that it's okay to just start throwing stuff at people on the stage. My man Brian Lyrics, what's up, bro? Trying to be like you. Bro. He said classic shirts. Well, man. I don't know where Rondell Chase, what's up, bro? I don't know where this trend started, but it's something that I'm hearing about like almost on a damn weekly, bi-weekly basis now. I'm gonna tell y'all what. Our Baltimore artists, we built a little different. So y'all come to a show with a Baltimore artist and throw something on the stage if y'all want to. It's not gonna be pretty. It's not exactly Rude. Why buy a ticket?
Exactly.
Hater.
Exactly.
I don't buy tickets to shows to go see people that I don't want to see.
Exactly.
So then why am I gonna get there and so I'm not gonna buy a ticket to go and do something stupid. Now, if y'all really want to be bold, if y'all really want to impress me, throw a bottle at a Wu-Tang show. Throw a bottle at a Wu-Tang show.
Okay.
Throw something on stage at a Wu-Tang show. They already 9 deep on the stage, just the members themselves, and then they got like another 25. And then they got like another 25, 30 people with them. and I've seen artists, and their people come off the stage, before, but I'm just not understanding this whole. But Cardi was like, F
I'm
that.
not having it.
Oh, and she threw it with the left hand too.
Sure did.
Hey, yo, you right in front of the stage. You're right in front of the stage.
Craziness. Right there. You know how many people would want that spot? Like,
heck no, Rude Rice, Cardi B tickets not cheap.
They're not.
So you going there to get your butt whipped, possibly. If that microphone would have landed right, dude would have had a concussion. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Jermaine Williams. Salute to you, bro. He gave his initial sermon yesterday. I'm so mad because I left my church service and tried to make it up there to where he was. He was the first of 3 speakers, and I made it on the second speaker. So I missed my brother. But I was there in spirit, bro, and I know you did your thing, bro. So I hope to get to check that on video soon. Yeah. And I also want to give a shout out to Monica. Did you see the Monica video? Okay, so Monica was in a concert, I think it's been about 2 weeks now, and a dude in the audience allegedly
punched
a 50-something-year-old woman in the face.
What? What?
And nobody did anything about it. And I'm standing there looking at all of these dudes like this. You know how we
Everybody want to bring out a
off.
phone.
And yeah, I appreciate that, Jay. And Monica said something at first, and then when she realized nobody was going to do nothing, Monica got off that stage. Hold on, I'm gonna have to play. You haven't seen that?
I haven't seen it.
Oh
No.
my gosh, hold on. Let me That's the kind of stuff we do when we got time.
Yeah.
Monica jumps off the stage in Detroit.
Come on, come. They call her Gonica. That's what they call her.
I mean, she ain't no punk.
Call her Gonica. But shout out to her, as I like it.
And might be a little bit of language in this because I think she got pissed off. But well, and I was just more upset that the men, like, it should have never gotten to the point where Monica needed to jump off the stage.
Exactly. These big grown men around people.
Here we go, right here.
Like that. Listen. Listen, if y'all don't get that nigga up out of here, won't he fucking play like that? You ain't no nigga like that, nigga. You out your fucking mind? Say it. Fucking lady like that?
Yeah. And I can stop it right there because it didn't go any further than that. But the funny part to me was all of the dudes that were standing around saying, yeah, get that punk ass N-word out of here. But he wasn't like.
So wait a minute. So they got into it and he hit her? Something similar to that little carryout situation?
Now, of course, you never know.
Oh yeah.
The real story, but the story that I've heard the most is that they were standing in each other's space. You know, they were standing close to each other, and there was a little nudging and a little pushing going on. You know what I'm saying? And the dude hit her.
Lord have mercy.
And I've heard. I won't say I've heard. I've seen that consistently on what I consider to be some pretty, reliable source sites, that they were just kind of, standing there and it was a tussle for position. Some words exchanged, obviously, and then the dude hit her. And I'm like, so that's one of the things that I hate about going to concerts where I have to stand up, where you have to, it's like a general admission crowd.
Yeah. And
you have to stand up and so on and so forth. But I'm not a male groupie, so I'm going to let a woman, as long as it's not disrespectful, I'm going to let a woman, have that space. I'm kind of tall. I can see over you,
Right.
Stand in front of me, so on and so forth.
Right.
But to get to the point where I'm actually going to hit a woman in the face because of that is like crazy. But then, like I said, at that point, you should have been getting carried up out of there.
Exactly.
But instead,
they are taking out phones.
You want to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody wants it's
point where now Monica's putting herself in danger.
Exactly.
Because obviously she's the only real ninja in the building, and she came out in the crowd. And it was crazy. It was like, come on, yo, we got to do better, yo. We keep saying we got to protect our black women. That was the opportunity right there to protect one of our black women. And we want to do this. We want to.
Exactly.
We
I just feel like you may not know her.
It doesn't matter.
But put yourself in a position of if that was your mom, your sister, your grandmother, your auntie, your niece, your cousins. What? Come on.
I've seen dudes get the brakes beat off of them by other dudes for putting their hands on a woman.
Of course.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Like, just a minute. And it could be false identification. It's more so like who did it.
Right.
And they was on ready. It don't even matter. We'll sort this out later.
Right.
But
so shout out to all the sucker dudes that made Monica have to come off the stage.
I know. Monica said, no, hold on.
Yeah, because but again, disco, like, why do you come to shows to act a fool?
Exactly. Regardless of the space, you think that was going to solve anything? That didn't occur to you that would escalate? Like, when people do stuff like that, I'm just saying, how is there, who do they grow up with to give them the assumption that that's cool? Like, okay, I'm going to just hit you. Like, what? Well, they different now. It's different now.
Tell you
so
what,
different.
Hit my mom if you want to.
I'm saying. Hit his mom if you want to. If I'm in on the east side or wherever moms live at, I don't play.
Yeah. Hit my mom's. Hit my mom if you want to. And I ain't the biggest baddest dude on the block. I'm either gonna beat yours, you gonna beat mine, or I'm a die. But I'm not just gonna stand by.
Right. And every time I see you, it's on site.
Every time, like it could be 6 years later.
We both in. Hold
I could have went to jail for assault, and I'm gonna come back out and get you again the next time. All right, man. Our guest, I guess the limo has finally arrived, and the guest has pulled up in the building. This guy. Oh, I thought it was at 8:00. My brother DJ Kyng Ray is in the building. What's up, bro?
Hey.
So what's up?
Bro,
how's everybody doing?
You still sound sleepy, yo. I really must have woke you up in the middle of a good one, bro.
The little voice.
Drew everything.
Oh no.
Did you get it? Yeah, do like this real quick, yo. Make sure it's all out. Because we got Rude Rice on here. I don't want Rude to be like, yo, DJ Kyng Ray was on the joint with eye boogers and all of that. What's going on, man?
I had a little couple of technical issues too. So I'm winging this on my phone.
Okay.
So
on the phone.
I'm good though.
Go ahead and put it on airplane mode now. So when people start calling, they don't mess you up in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah, I ain't expecting nobody, but you're right.
Yeah, and that's usually the time when all of the calls come in, when you least expecting it. But man, shout out to this dude. Met this brother some years ago. And again, I didn't realize how long it had been, Ray, that we've been rocking until I saw the picture, the bro code picture, when we was at the event at Lake Clifton. And I was like, yo, I think he froze. I think he's officially frozen. I'm gonna let him. Okay, there he is. He's back. Okay. You good?
Yeah. I'm like Teddy Riley in this mug.
You good? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, but I was saying, I had forgotten up until I saw the picture, when it was me, you, Jamae, my man Dane Poole. We was all at the event up at Mervo. I had forgotten how far back, like, we really, we really went. And
we go back further than that too.
Yeah, and it probably is, but I'm saying that to say that, since day one. I mean, he talked about my mother one time, but he was drunk, so I let him get away with that.
You talking about his mother? What's going on?
No, I'm just messing with my man. But this dude, man, we've been solid, bro, since day one. And I watched this dude, man, put in some amazing work, not only as a DJ, but as a producer. This dude got music videos, and I got one queued up. I gotta have the Whoa Now queued up. We gotta play Whoa Now. If we don't play nothing else, we gotta play that joint. And more than anything, man, we've developed a great friendship, a great bond, and one of those situations where even though he still hasn't sent me the bio, Lisa, so I'm sorry, you're gonna have to wing it.
That's okay.
Sorry about
see,
that.
see the look on his face. That's why I love doing this live, yo. I love doing this live. But it's been real, man. And and you know, when after, well, not after the not after the Baltimore radio situation, but when we decided to go and open up another, you know, radio station on Bel Air Road, Power 4.4 Radio, my man came through with a dope show. I'm still mad, bro, because I never won the game where you was playing the samples. I'm still mad, bro. I've never. So Lisa, he plays this game. He played this game on his show.
Okay.
Where he would play an original song, and you had to guess what artist sampled that song and created. And I think out of the 2 times that we played the game, probably doing about 10 samples per game, I might have got 4 right. So I'm like 4 out of 20.
Oh my, that's not good. Yeah, no, you kind of failed that.
And I don't mean no harm, but like the 4 that I got right were like the obvious 4. Like Summertime, you know, like when he played that, like, okay, yeah, that's Jazzy Jeff. Like it was obvious stuff like that, but he got some stuff in his bag. Like he really has some music in his bag, and he tried to teach me how to DJ. And I still haven't gotten that right.
You still haven't gotten it right?
No, I still haven't gotten it right. But Kyng Ray, what's going on with you, bro? What's going on, man? It's been a while. We really haven't chopped it up since the Power 4.4 days, and believe it or not, that's been over 3 years now.
Yeah, time's been moving.
I left Power 4.4 right before the pandemic, literally.
Yeah, that's true. That alone shows you that you can't take time for granted. So, you know,
3 years, bro. That's crazy now that I think about it. That's crazy now that I think about it. And shout out to Jay, because he still has the Power 4.4 situation going on. They just moved out to Woodlawn not too long ago, so he's still kicking it and doing his thing. I was on his
he's definitely still repping and moving. So
he's not going nowhere. Jay not going nowhere. Jay can have one show on the network, bro. He gonna have that one show and the entrepreneur corner, and he gonna keep grinding until he make it work, bro. He ain't going nowhere.
Exactly. But you know, I just been, you know, working as always. But most importantly, I've been taking advantage of my 40s. I've been real strict on my 40s, you know, versus my 20s and 30s. I didn't want to feel like I didn't take charge on this. You know, I really wanted to take advantage of some things that I didn't do. I don't treat the music like, if I don't do this, my family gonna starve. You know, because my family's gonna eat regardless. But I think
13, you got 13 other jobs besides what you do. So that man,
even with that is, you know, I don't know, I just been relaxing. I've been relaxing. I can honestly say there's a little confidence when it comes to the music. So I don't work like I gotta prove anything to anybody.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I'm gonna put a pin right there because I want to come back to that point. But like you mentioned, relaxing. And you went through a health situation some time ago, correct?
Yeah.
You went through a health situation, and bro, I thought about you a lot when you were going through that, because it made me think about how much work you do, like how much you really work. Not only your, you know, like your regular, you know, 9 to 5 or whatever it is, like to make ends meet, but how much you're in the studio, you know, how much you're DJing and all of that. And I remember during that time, I actually told myself, like, yo, I need to slow down a little bit. Yeah. Because we get into this mix of life and it's always go, 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 go. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times that go, 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 go is for other people.
That is.
And in the midst of that, we start neglecting, you know what I'm saying, our personal self,
Mm-hmm.
not eating right, not resting properly, not exercising, not doing this, that, and the third. And the next thing you know, we're the ones that's in the hospital. You know, all of the people that we going for, you know, they out there doing their thing.
Right.
And we
They
laid up
still
in the
go.
hospital for, you know, 4 or 5 days, not able to go as much. So I love the fact that you said that you're relaxing right now. You know, you got the new living situation. Well, it's not exactly new anymore because you've been there for a minute. But has
Yeah.
this given you an opportunity, you know, like over the past, I say, year or so, to like really just kind of slow down? I know you got, you know, you got your sons with you now, you know, and everything. Has this given you an opportunity to like really slow down? And I'm not even gonna say be DJ Kyng Ray. Have you taken the opportunity to slow down and be Raymond Starks as of late?
My whole
Yeah, I put the
government on the
government
block.
out there. I mean, it's on Facebook, so
But
everybody knows it.
yeah, yeah, as you know, that's the whole thing. I'm taking that opportunity to just be me mostly, just be
Yeah,
dad mostly, just just enjoy that time. DJ Kyng Ray gonna always be there, but
no point
Raymond
of
ain't
that.
promised.
Right.
So I just been taking advantage of those moments and those things, traveling personally, not for business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just
We're
the
gonna talk
little
about
things.
that business travel too.
Yeah, just the little things that we tend to forget. Just
Right.
even taking 5 minutes to yourself to just be like, like I'm in the studio now. So, it's just um I just been enjoying my time. Just like you said, just 2, 3 years ago, I was 40. So and a lot of that from my personal standpoint is a blur because it goes
Mm,
by so fast.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you every record I've done since then, but when the last time I've just sat still and did all that, I can't really
mm.
say that until now. So that's
Mm-hmm.
that's that's where I'm at with that.
Yo, that's a crazy statement considering how much work you've put in, bro. That's a
Yeah,
for you to be able to say, I can tell you every song that I've done, but I can't tell you. Yeah, that's crazy, bro, because you put in a lot of work
yeah,
since then.
a
You've been
lot. Yeah,
flooding, it's been flood season a lot. You know what I'm
it's been
saying?
plus. There it is. Yeah,
I stole
yeah.
flood season from you, by the way, bro. Anytime I post about the t-shirts or whatever, I'm like, yeah, it's flood season. I definitely stole that from you because
Oh, that's where you got it from.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I gave him $4
Yeah,
for it. So LeVar Hayes, what's up, bro? Thank you for thank you for tuning in, bro. But I
You
just
gave him
wanted
yeah,
to
$4?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But I just wanted to mention that, bro, because
yeah.
again, like I've seen, like we know each other on, you know, a personal level. I feel now more than the business radio whatever side, and the one thing that I can say, bro, is that like you've been so freaking consistent in the work that
Yeah.
I'm glad that you've actually been able to take some time to like again just be Raymond. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said,
Yeah,
DJ Kyng Ray's it's actually not going anywhere because you have such a plethora. I'm coming back to me and Jay McGraw's word. You have such a plethora of work out there now that
hey,
that's going to live forever. And I think a lot of
facts.
times, once you get in this industry, you can get so absorbed in work, 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 work. You know what I'm saying? That you kind of forget. So now let me ask you a question, bro.
Real quick, because
Yeah,
I'm
I see you.
switching
I
my
see you
laptop.
changing over. I see you changing over. Go ahead.
All right. So I guess I'll leave the one on my phone.
Yep. Go ahead. Do what you got to do, bro. I love it when we do it live. You never know what's gonna happen. Nah, but I could see him in the background. He's trying to switch over to get a better feed. But and Lisa, that can pertain to all of us, man. We get so caught up in, like me right now. We got the event coming up on September the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
I got this that I'm worrying about, and trying to sell this liquor and do this, that, and the third.
Okay.
We get caught up, man. And
You
I've
do.
been in the hospital like one too many times. Well, three too many times now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think back. This kind of makes me think back to the two radio stations that are open with Jay McGraw.
Okay.
Literally during the leading up to opening those radio stations, I was in the hospital both times. In fact, the very first show outside of Baltimore Flavor Radio that we did at Power 4.4 Radio, I watched that from a hospital bed.
Aww.
Yeah, and it was just,
It just was stress. What
it
was
was
it?
just. I'm not even gonna call it stress because it was a fun time. It was just more or less just. I was still working. I'm still working now, but I was still going in the office at
Okay.
that time. So it's like going in the office from 6:30 to 4 or whatever hours I work, and then
Okay.
getting off and going straight to the radio stations, having shows. I literally almost passed out at 4.4 radio, and I thank God. So Power 4.4 Radio, the original location of it was on Bel Air Road. It's about 7 minutes from where I am now.
Okay.
And I remember Jay and I being there painting one night, and he ran to Home Depot, and I don't know what it was that happened, but I started feeling feverish. I started sweating, and I was calling Jay, and he wasn't answering the phone. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna hop in this car and take this chance on driving home, because if I pass out in this in this radio station, I don't know when Jay's gonna get back. And when Jay does get back, he might walk in and find me dead. So I took the chance.
Oh.
But I was just going through so much as those radio stations were opening. And it really takes its toll on you, and of course, with your situation with the work, and you have kids, and life be life, and
It
we
does.
have to take those moments sometimes, as my man DJ Kyng Ray is back in the building. We have to take
Yeah,
those we have to take those moments sometimes, just to make sure that we taking care of us, because once we're gone, but before you jumped off, Jay, Ray, I want to ask you a question, bro, and I really want you to be as honest with this answer as you possibly can, bro.
okay.
Because I've been in the game, so to speak, as far as media and everything, since 2014. And I've had the opportunity to meet a lot of people, artists, producers, DJs, actors, actresses, dancers, whatever the case may be. And a lot of times when I'm hearing, I'll say, the legacy of Baltimore and where we stand as far as music is concerned, I hear a lot of names, but the one name that I don't hear is DJ Kyng Ray.
Okay.
And from what I know, I don't think that's right. And I'm gonna just be honest. So tell me where you feel like your legacy is, or where you feel like your legacy should lie, as far as the work that you've put in Baltimore. And I'm gonna put you on solo mode, because hold up. And I'm gonna put you on solo mode, 'cause I want you to talk your stuff right now, bro. I want you to talk your stuff, bro.
I mean, to keep it a thou wow with you, my legacy isn't here. I was blessed with the opportunity early on to explore the country, because I took that risk. I caught it early. You know what I'm saying? I caught the you don't have to please your neighborhood first. I caught that early. So because I was blessed to be around the right people at the right time, and they was giving me those things. I was working with artists from like New York and Cali and stuff like that in my 20s. So a lot of the artists here that a lot of people speak of, I worked with in my 20s. So, I moved past that early on. So the reality is I didn't spend a lot of my time or a lot of my work here. And I got a lot of work here, but I just didn't feel like I needed to plant a tree here because there's so much space to plant trees
Wow.
besides my neighborhood. So, and I say that with the fullest confidence. I say that with knowing it enough to share that with someone else, so they don't get locked in that. You know, I see people all the time, they're frustrated, they mad, oh, people won't support me, people won't get it, people ain't gonna get it till I'm gone. Bye. Go. I encourage it. That's how you become more rounded. Music is not just one thing. Music is culture. Music is a universal language. And you can't learn the universe just by sitting in your neighborhood. You can't always see Saturn from your block.
Wow.
That's true. You know what? I like
see
that.
what I did right there? You see what
Okay.
you can't.
I like that.
You know,
I like that.
He's writing that down,
colors.
Mr.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
writing. I'm not writing this down.
He writing it down. I see him.
I already stole one thing from him. I'm gonna let him keep that one.
It's telescopes all over the world, you know, and even down to my management wasn't even from here. I met them here, but they wasn't from here. So, you know, they was grounded enough to give me game. I'm definitely blessed to have worked with the artists that I have worked with. Some of them are very close friends of mine. Some of them aren't. You know, but a lot of those things I did in my 20s, early on, my early 20s, late 20s, and then I caught the travel bug. You know, I make friends everywhere. You know that. You know that. So yeah, so that's me.
So you're Baltimore born and raised, but you're saying that early on in your career, when you first started like really getting heavy into the music, you had the opportunity to do a lot of work outside of
New York and Cali and Texas, and you know, those places are also called residence. You know, I can go there anytime and have a place to lay my head. So, you know, even like the Midwest, you know, Indiana, Missouri,
shout out
St.
Indy.
Louis.
Shout out Indy.
Yeah. You know,
I need to
I
go.
spent
Hey, yo,
a lot of
we need to go up Indy and get a chicken sandwich, bro.
My chicken sandwich.
Yeah, it's a
they've been so set on his chicken sandwich.
best chicken sandwich ever, bro. Best chicken, but I'm sorry. Go ahead. When you said Indy, that's the first place my mind went was the chicken sandwich, not the show we did up there, not none of the good times we had up there. I went straight to the chicken sandwich when you said that. That sandwich is banging. I don't even remember the name of the place. I would have to find the hotel that we stayed in and just know that we go half a block up and it's on the right hand side. That's the only way I can.
Because it was like a mall, right?
No, it was a shopping center. It was in a shopping center.
Gosh.
Yeah, and it was like a little sports bar thing. Greatest chicken sandwich ever. But I'm sorry, you made me go ahead back to what you were saying, bro.
But yeah, so that's me, and that's how I treat things. You know, it's not that I feel like I'm too good to work with everybody. I don't want to work with any and everybody. I'm very selective these days. So I don't, like I said, I don't treat this like I have to do it or, you know, stack or starve. You know, it's not that anymore, because the legacy I've learned to create over that time, I know exactly what the ingredients are. So I don't take on a lot of work when it comes to people asking me to work. The reality is a lot of people can't afford my work either.
Talk your what?
No, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I don't, you know, I don't do the. I'm forward with it, and I take my work serious, and you know, I have the background and accolades to lay that down. So I don't do. I'm favored out. I'm favored out, and who I do favors for, we don't actually do favors. We barter, we build with each other, things like that. I'm about building, but you're not gonna get the most from me, and I get the less. So
Like reciprocity.
I'm not
yeah.
gonna let you off the hook, bro, because you said a lot, but you ain't answering my question, yo. Like, where do you feel like your legacy as far as this city stands? Like, I
He did
understand that.
answer it.
That's my
No.
answer. My
Ray
answer.
know that I want him to talk his ish right now. So I know that
All right,
early
all
on in your career you was out here. But again, when I hear the history of, and we just gonna keep it all the way Baltimore right now, bro. Your name's not, and it should be. It should be. Let's keep it. Let's
okay.
keep it a bit. It should be. Like because of those connections that you've made, like you've done a lot more than a lot of other artists and producers can say that they've done.
Okay. Yeah,
We don't
facts.
have too many
Facts.
Grammy nominated producers out of Baltimore. Let's just keep it 100.
Talk to him.
No, you talk to him. That's how I'm trying to give you that. You talk to him.
Well, like I said, my legacy isn't here. If you probably asked me that 20 something years ago, then I'd be like, all right, this is the legacy I'm trying to have.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When I was really plugged into the scene, the 5 season days and paradox days and stuff like that. And, I grew up around the guys that have the legacy here. Shout out to Boo Man and Jimmy Jones and Ronnie Don and all those guys. Those are the guys. That's my neighborhood. Those are the guys I grew up around. Zone 18. So,
Is that down the hill? That's down the hill.
That's up the hill. That's Harford
Up the
Road.
hill. Up the
That's
hill.
all.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you around the neighborhood soon. I'm gonna take you around the neighborhood soon. So, like a lot of the guys I was around in my teens and early 20s, I took their legacy and studied it in order to create my own legacy. But I just took my legacy somewhere else. So it was almost like I went on a homage tour. I look, this what these guys are doing, this what they taught me to do. And then I'll bring it back. So a lot of the Baltimore club and the grungy hip hop and all that stuff like that, I took that other places. Like, look, this is what we doing down there. I didn't stay around the way and was like, this is what we doing that you already know that we're doing. So that's my legacy here. Is you could mention me. You could mention me.
Like you such a ninja, yo. I like that. You can mention me.
Yeah, you could. They're not. A lot of people not. And that's okay. But yeah, you can definitely mention because I can come up in a lot of those conversations.
Okay.
So
the one thing that I was today years old when I realized it, or when I found out about it, is that the fact that you're self-taught as far as the music is concerned. Didn't know that. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I'm musically I'm a sponge. I love music, so I wanted to learn the things that was making these things happen. As far as like the musicianship, sonics and things like that. I learned all that by myself. I didn't start being around the actual studios until probably about 18. And then a lot of the older guys, like I said, was
okay.
Yeah. Oh, I was in high school talking that. Like I thought I was like the best thing walking in high school because I was already doing those things at 17, 18. But just growing up around all the music, the different genres of music and stuff like that, I was in love with all of it. So I wanted to learn all of it. I wanted to learn guitar. I wanted to learn drums. I wanted to learn bass and keys and stuff like that. At this point, also have an appreciation for great musicians too. So I'll call them instead of doing it on my own. But yeah, I am a self-taught musician. But there's a difference between someone who plays drums and a drummer. There's a difference between someone who plays bass and a bassist. Like those guys really do it.
Can you explain the difference, bro? I already know where you're going with that.
Like those guys, drumming is life. You know, I can carry a beat, I can carry a tune, I can play what I want, but those guys can play everything. They can play and do everything. They can do it in their sleep. They eat and sleep that stuff. So that's the difference.
So how did the self-teaching of the instruments, how did that evolve into the production part of it?
I found things that was close enough to give me the ideas or the sounds that I wanted to do versus, you know, instruments wasn't always accessible. You know,
Out of the black household.
believe it or not, yeah. Believe it or not. So, you know, I would just I found things that would get me that sound close enough, you know, the drum machines and the keyboards and stuff like that. So I didn't really have, plus I wasn't around the people that was ready for that sound. I was always told that I was too musically mature for a lot of people that I was around. But shout out to Chris Mandra too, who was one of my mentors. And he actually told me that, you know, because around time I was around some guys that he felt like I was way too beyond advanced to be around because the ideas didn't match. You know, so
that's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah. So I can honestly say I dumbed it down a little bit at one time. But now I can give you whatever you want. I can give you whatever you want. But yeah, so I you know, growing up around that. Plus, you know, that stuff was expensive. I was, you know, I couldn't afford that stuff. So I got what I needed. I got what I needed to make it happen, basically.
You know what this is making me think about? I think it was season 1 of the Wu-Tang series that was on Hulu.
Yeah.
And I think RZA somewhere in that first season heard like some water dripping from a pipe and took that sound and turned it into a beat that he implemented into, you know, a song.
That according to Inspector Deck, shout out to Deck, that really happened. He put a mic up. It was a bucket. He put a mic up to a bucket.
Okay.
And recorded it. And that's the snare you hear on Bring the Ruckus. That real loud hall snare, like that's a bucket. So that really happened.
So that becomes the mind-blowing thing to me, because then how do you take those sounds? And you know, I've asked you this a few times, bro, because I swear I got one song in me as a producer, bro. I know I do. I got one song in me, bro. But so I want to talk to you first about like the original sounds, like how you can take stuff like that, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about sampling, bro. But like, how do you take those sounds? And I know technology is probably a little different now than it was when you first started. But
yeah,
then you got to think about how it was back then when he took that sound in that bucket. You know what I mean? It was like totally different then. But like, how do you take those different elements of sounds that you can, you know, record and like implement that into the music, the beat that you're creating? That's crazy to me.
Like you just stated, that goes into sampling. So that's a form of sampling. You know, he's sampling the environment around him. Michael Jackson used to do that a lot. A lot of the sounds you heard, a lot of the percussions you heard and stuff like that, and a lot of Michael Jackson records, he would walk around with a recorder and just bang on stuff. Like he'll go to like people's houses or wherever he's at and record those things, take them in the studio and see what he would like to use. Even himself, as an instrument. Timbaland does it. You know, it's a form of, it's still another form of sampling. And using your environment. So yeah, it still goes the same way. I think versus when I started and when they started as well, because those are the same machines that they were using and I was using. You had to listen to what you were doing. The machine had numbers. You couldn't see what you were doing. You had to hear it. So the machines had numbers and you had to listen to how close you want to take this sound. Versus now you can see everything you're doing. You can see the wave now. So a lot as far as technology has changed. And some of my favorite machines that I still own has those numbers, like the ASR10 and the EPS 16 Plus. Those are the machines that I learned to use. Those were samplers. So that's why I'm so akin to sampling versus back when I learned how to play, because that's all I had access to were samplers.
Yeah,
So,
you just totally went over my head, bro. You just that. But look, I'm gonna play this video real quick, and this is like one of like this is the video when I think of sampling, and this is Kanye West. This is like early Kanye West right here.
okay.
And he took a song that I feel like was a classic song, and he sampled this song. And the only thing that I didn't like about the finished product was that the voice ended up sounding like Alvin and the Chipmunks, and I didn't like that part. But I want to play this video, and I want you to kind of, you know, after it's over, and I don't have to play the whole thing. It's only a couple of minutes long, but I want you to kind of tell me like delve into his mind and tell me what it is that he's doing on this video, if you understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's cool. Okay, watch this. Let me make it full screen. Y'all can hear that?
Oh, yeah, I remember this
video. My world came to an end.
See, that's the ASR10.
I was about to say I'm gonna pause it right there. So what is that he's punching into?
That's the infamous ASR10. That is the sound of the 90s.
Okay. Okay.
The RZA, not Pete Rock, Alchemist, Timbaland, Pharrell, Large Professor. This was one of the most popular keyboards because the sampling time and the sound itself.
Okay.
So and the MPC, that's the white box over there, the MPC 2000 right there.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what was the purpose of that MPC? What was the purpose of that white box?
Well, the MPC, it does basically the same thing that the ASR did, but it was more stricter when it came to quantizing. So a lot of guys, in quantizing, for people that don't know, is how you lock in your MIDI notes. So you can get them tighter, you can get them loose, however you want to set it up. And with the ASR, it didn't have a good sequencer. So guys would MIDI the MPCs up with the ASR and have the MPC controlling the ASR. And then he was also programming his drums off of the MPC.
We teaching y'all today. We teaching y'all right now. God, that sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I didn't like that song.
So on the MPC, is that where it actually copies that sound? What picks up the sound?
The ASR. That's where he has the sample on.
Uh-huh.
But he did his drums on the MPC. On the drum machine.
Okay, it's a drum machine. Okay.
Yeah. And it was also, the drum machine was also controlling the ASR.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
And now
You learned it
chopping
right
up
here.
the samples because the ASR.
And see, that's okay. So bam. So all of that stuff that he's doing with the buttons up top, that's where I get lost, bro. What is he doing with all of the black buttons up top? Because he's messing around with the keyboard, but he's still messing around with the buttons up top too. What is he doing with those?
He's chopping up the sample and fine tuning it to fit his idea. So he's going through each. That's what I was telling you. He's going through each sound, taking what he want out of it. So like, if you saw this screen up close, you would just see the numbers. You wouldn't see like a wave file of the sound. You would see numbers, and you would have to slide the thing up and down to see how close you want it to sound. So
now I see why so many producers smoke weed. This is too much.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
You could chop it up in 61 without wasting on memory.
Go ahead. I'm
gonna tell you, my man. I'm gonna tell you, Ronnie Dunn and Boo Man uses that machine just like that. Like, they're talking and they don't even notice what they're doing. They already hear it, and they're just moving their fingers around to get what they want. I've sat and watched those guys in awe. Like they do that stuff in their sleep.
This is killing me.
Now this is hard. This is difficult shit because
so the clicking sound you're hearing, that's the MPC.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Trying to make the shit link up and shit is gonna get.
That's about the only thing I know that he's doing is the clicking sound. I understand what that's for.
Yeah, he's trying to find a vibe and stuff. Yeah.
This is where it gets to be a bitch and shit. No matter how much work, no matter how many hit records and shit.
So I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because I want to get closer to the.
Yeah, you got some hoes at the crib, say something for me.
I want to get closer to the.
I did not like this.
You didn't like this?
I didn't like the song.
Yeah.
You got bricks for this price, say something for me.
And I'm gonna stop it there, but like, because I've talked to you about sampling before, bro, and that's still to this day is just like mind blowing to me, the way that you can the way that you can take a song and chop it up the way that you guys do, and that end result be something that's like totally different.
Yeah.
Like I remember on
and computers.
I remember on the Tribe Called Quest documentary, the way that Q-Tip was talking about how he pulled the drums for "Can I Kick It"
off that jazz sample.
Yeah, like that's just mind blowing to me, bro. Like y'all, when y'all do stuff like that, y'all got to be on some stuff that us regular folks just don't get.
It could just be a natural talent, Antoine. They don't have to be on no.
And explaining it sounds like ching chang ching ching
Right,
ching
exactly.
ching.
Exactly. Like as you were sitting up there explaining Kanye, it was like, I get it, but and maybe I just gotta come and sit down and watch you like literally do it one day, like literally put a song on and just. But like that's the.
I invite you to do it.
Like that's my bucket list right there, bro. I promise you, I got one song in me, and I've been telling you this for like 5 years now, bro. I got one song in me.
Yeah.
And I want it, but when I do it, I want it to be a banger. I want it to be like pop, like wah, wah, wah. I'm just saying that one song can make me rich. I'm supposed to retire.
I was just getting ready to say you're trying to go to the top of the charts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think every producer in their mind, is just looking for that one, you know what I'm saying? That one song that Beyonce is going to be like, okay, give me that. And, we gone.
We all have that unicorn. Yeah, we do. We all have that unicorn.
And so with that being said, do you become your biggest critic trying to find that one thing or that one song that you feel like is going to be the one that's going to be, do you become your biggest critic? Because I know a lot of times you'll work with an artist and the artist will hear the beat and it's like, boom, okay, I like this. Let me go hop in the booth. But you, with the mind that you have, is like, I might need to do some more to this, you know. And then if I'm working with you on a song, there's certain ways that I need you to do this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So, like, again, you being your biggest critic, does that kind of make you like spaz out sometimes and be like, ah?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I'm not my biggest critic. I'm my biggest fan. And
Ooh.
when I'm working with these artists,
yeah,
who back there?
That's what I'm ready to say. As
Nobody.
Who is
Nobody.
back there?
when I'm
Nobody over there. Nobody over there.
when I'm working with these artists, you know, I'm already steps ahead. I'm like, oh, so they doing that. This how I'm gonna compliment that. I can't wait till they get up because I'm gonna go over here and do this and do that and do this and this and that. So I never instill in myself that just because I gave them the beat is done or the record is done, because it's not. You know, it's so many variations you can do to a record once you get vocals over. That's why I try to leave space until the artist records, and then I build the rest around them, if need be. But yeah, I'm my biggest fan. I'm not my biggest critic, because there are some producers or beat makers, if you will, that, you know, they feel like everything they do is the end all be all, or
wow,
or they feel like the artist or whoever they're working with shouldn't have an opinion because they feel like it's done. So yeah, I'm my biggest fan. I'm like, man, keep going. I might change drums on a record probably like 5 times.
Do you
'Cause it
have
gotta stick.
do you have someone that is your like that critiques it? Like, so for instance, you have somebody that you trust that will give you their unbiased opinion, regardless of if y'all friends or not, that's straight up and be like, man, I don't like that. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
You have
yeah,
someone, okay.
me.
yeah. I'm in one of their houses freeloading now. Chanel Narcissus. She's one of my biggest supporters and my biggest critic, but she supports me because she is one of my biggest fans or supporters as well. So you have to be honest with people. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my sis, man. Shout out to did you produce Pretty Eyes?
Co-produced it, yeah.
Oh shoot, we playing that. We playing that tonight too. Bump that. Go ahead, finish. We playing it tonight. Bump that.
My cousin Tater G, he's actually one of the first people that I was in the studio with. So we're very honest with each other when it comes to putting records together.
Okay.
So if he's not feeling it, he'll tell me why, and it's not out of just being facetious or talking crazy or nothing like that. He'll tell me why, like, yo, I know where you can take this and what you can do with it. And she's the same way. She's definitely the same way. So they're just looking forward into my process, same way as I do. So they're looking at the longevity of it. So yeah, those 3 I trust with their opinions.
Okay.
But yeah, Pretty Eyes, I co-produced it. She produced most of her album. I'm just the sprinkles and the glitter.
Yeah,
so.
I feel you. I feel you. We got her coming up soon too. So we're not gonna jump on her too much because I could talk about Chanel. She's like one of the most amazing artists like in the world, from the piano to the voice and all of that stuff. She's like light years above a lot of people. But
yeah, she has a dope record on the way as well. A dope
yeah, and I'm hoping I get a little, hoping we can, do a little premiere, kind of situation, a little, something. And she has one of the dopest acapellas and acoustic segments, hands down, because she played and sang. She played the piano and sang. That's one of the dopest. Period. Bottom line, I think her and my girl Devon Daniil out of Annapolis, who would be an amazing artist for you to work with. I think that they had probably the two of the highest viewed acapella and acoustic segments.
Wow, that's cool.
You mentioned my guy, yo, Tay the G, and I was right now years old when I realized that was your cousin. I didn't know that part.
We street cousins.
Oh, street cousins. Okay.
Yeah,
So you
we
like me
got
and Lisa. You like me and Lisa Monet. We street cousins. But
we
like
got street stories and stuff.
like
I ain't been in the streets, Mr. DJ Kyng Ray. I don't be in the streets.
It's only him.
Mhm.
He only want to be in the streets. Yeah.
That's him. I don't be in
Jesus.
the streets.
Let us pray. But yo, like Tay is one of those artists, man. Just talk a little bit about that relationship, because you mentioned him. Coolie High is one of my favorite movies of all times, and you already know I'm going with that. So we're gonna jump into this video, but talk a little bit about how you guys started working with each other.
I met Tay through some childhood friends of mine when we was teenagers. We was about 17. He's about a year older than me, so yeah, about
That was
17.
a long time ago, bro, because you're in your 50s now.
A long time ago. And those were the first guys that got me in an actual recording studio and showed me the process, the real steps to becoming a producer. I was in the house. I had turntables, a little sampler, and I had a keyboard with a mic taped to it so I can get what I want out of it. And they just liked my ideas. So they was like, just roll to the studio with us, see what come out of it. And since then, we've been working. So that was 100 years ago. Yeah, and he's what you hear now from Tay. He's been like that since he was a teenager.
Okay.
So imagine that at 17, 18, and this dude is drilling like he's experienced everything that a 40-year-old, has experienced. And the stories he's telling you and the wordplay and stuff. Like he's been that way.
Okay.
He's been that way.
And it's really funny that you're saying that, bro, because I really felt like a few years ago, and I'll take it back to the show. I'm gonna say the show at G10 when Beanie Siegel was in town.
Oh yeah.
And Global Hit Squad was one of the shows for Beanie. And then obviously Beanie, was here. What was it? The year before last when he was at the garage, and
yeah.
I really felt like Global Hit Squad was on the verge of being that next thing out of Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, rest in peace to our brother Lucci. I really thought that they were on the verge of like really exploding, and I felt like Beanie Siegel was a great co-sign for him. And I don't know where they are now, as far as the music and everything, but Tay was always like that. It was almost like he was the general of Global Hit Squad. He was also like the next artist that could have really, came out of Baltimore and really did something. And
I'd rather them tell you, but they got some treats coming. Like I've been hearing and watching. Shout out to China, shout out to Tay, shout out to Ambitious. Shout out to like
we ain't shouting out Ambitious on this show. Forget that dude. Nah, I'm just playing.
That's my brother.
That's my guy, yo. Shout out DJ Ambitious. That's my guy right there.
They definitely got some goodies coming.
Okay. And see that, and see, I'm glad that you put that out there, and you don't have to go any further than that, but I'm just glad that they still working, you know what I mean? Because again, I really think that they have the ability to be like that next thing that comes out of Baltimore, man. And like, when I tell you, like, I don't see Beanie Siegel as the type of dude that be fake. Like, if he not, if he not messing with your music, I think he gonna kind of let it be known that he not messing with your music.
I think so.
And I've seen him now, like
Absolutely.
when we were at G10, Global Hit Squad was one of the opening acts, and Tay did his. How many bars is on that freestyle, yo? Like 100, 180, 560 bars on that freestyle.
It's called 100 bars.
100 bars. I feel like it's more than 100 bars, but he did that. And when I tell you, I could see how Beans was feeling that. And he brought him back up on the stage when Beans was doing his own set. Like that 100-bar freestyle, bro. That was some fire, bro. That was some, like, I really thought he was gonna be on like the next plane out of here. You know what I'm saying? At that point. And you know, it hasn't happened to this point, but again, if you're saying that they're still working, bro, I can definitely see GHS. You know, just don't forget me.
Oh yeah.
Just
They're doing their thing right now. They doing their thing.
All right, so we're gonna get into this video, man. This is what I'm telling you, bro. When y'all what made y'all do Coolie High on this, bro? What made y'all emulate Coolie High on this video?
Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm having a.
All right.
My sound dropped out.
All right, go ahead and can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Is vague.
Okay, so while he's gonna go ahead and
go to the video.
Right,
Go
that's
to the
exactly
video.
what I was about to say. We're gonna go ahead and
All
get. Yo, I'm a Coolie High fan from back in the day, and I love this video. I love the fact that they chose to implement one of my favorite movies into this joint. This is Franchise Fascist Mixtapes featuring Tater G with Whoa Now. Let's go.
Yeah. Log me out real quick and let me get back in.
I got you. Go ahead.
Ice, cup, Henny, whoa, Remy, double, hit me, whoa, no, chaser, in it, no, flip it, mix it, sip it, whoa, few drinks and we lit it, no ice, no soda, fireball in that Remy, feeling bad, King Cobra, if she come over here, yeah, she know we ain't sober, we ain't doing no lines, baby, only Coke is my cola, trendsetter, really never, I don't need me no stylist, I just mix it all together, yeah, you would think we in college, yeah, we get wasted over here, I'm just trying to be modest, back and forth in the mileage, jet skis with low mileage, I'ma break down the pre-game, this is how you hit the road now, listen close, this free game, go it slow, don't slow down, few homies, few shorties, go mode, need a new recorded, rock a Henny, get it in it, I ain't tips, we just getting started, throw up your hand if you with me, whoa, who trying to hook up the city, whoa, keep a few badges with me, whoa, friend the hood, how's it did it, yeah, let it show a little cleavage, where she from, can't believe it, touch me, pants tight, but they stretchy, yo, I'm an ice wing brushing, ice, cup, Henny, whoa, Remy, double, hit me, whoa, no, chaser, in it, no, flip it, mix it, sip it, whoa, red eyes, in my Ciroc, whoa, 2 shots on my kick up, no, it's hot, inside of this spot, whoa, flip it, mix it, sip it, whoa, tequila rounds, starting, talking 1800, Jose Cuervo, no sombrero, I'm Corona, I'm coming, great goose over here, feeling loose is 100, what's the proof 100, got me woozy 100, I done bumped into a smart chick, all she drinks Baleros, bottom fronts and they rose gold, boss bitch, they don't share clothes, they gon' paint the town red, hashtag this squad goes, iced out, yeah, they all bros, straight shot to the mall clothes, we about to buff the city, bro. To that shit, bro, keep the lick, hit. Everybody holler out my name. Yeah, I got a little pocket change. 2-step, we're not the same. Yeah, my crew about to set it up. Swing the drinks like we're playing golf. Smearing off, yeah, we had the ball. In this thing to the last call. Go to Schlager, let's go. Sweating hard, can't parlay. Work you out, Kanye. On that dog, grandma, yeah. Ice, cup, Henny, whoa, Remy, double. Hit me, whoa, no, chaser, in it, no, flip it, mix it, sip it, whoa, red eyes, in my Ciroc, whoa, 2 shots. Hola, kick out, blow. It's hot inside of the spot. Whoa, flip it, mix it, sip it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Excuse me.
Yo, I love that video, man. Y'all look like y'all had so much fun.
We did.
And I'm mad that I didn't get an invite, but it's all good.
Oh my
I was
goodness.
busy. I was busy that day anyway.
Boy.
He done came back. He got. Never mind.
What?
Yeah, the whole
He
look
look
different
different now. He looked like he went to another room.
Yeah, we shot that during the pandemic, closer to the end of the year. And did that video. It was dope. It looked like it was a lot of people, but it really wasn't. You know, that's the trick of the camera. So,
I learned that,
and it definitely was
a long
fun.
time ago. If you have the camera at the right angle, 7 people can look like 30 people. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That record was from a former company I had. Mixtape brand that I had, and that was one of the records that was supposed to go on my album that I dropped last year. Just chose to keep it as a separate entity in itself. So that was dope. Got my blessings from B Rich. Got my blessings from Dookie Man. Shout out to Dookie Man. They gave me their blessings when I came to asking to use the sample. They actually wanted to, Tim Trees and B Rich actually wanted to get on a remix. But we couldn't.
Fire. That would have been.
Yeah,
fire.
we couldn't connect schedules.
Okay.
So yeah. So that would have been crazy. Definitely would have been crazy.
So you said one of your old companies, so as Franchise Fastest no longer, you're not doing those that movement anymore?
No, I'm actually launching a production company soon called Track Meet.
Fire name. Fire name. I like that.
You see, you caught on to it though.
I like that. I like that.
You caught on to it. Where I'll be focusing on film scoring or continuing film scoring, media production, video game production. I'm not going to do a lot of artist development, but that's kind of available.
Okay.
So I'll be launching that soon. I'll be launching that in the fall with a new project, by the way, by Molly McCoy and myself. It sells itself.
I was just about to shout Molly out. What's up, Molly?
Yeah. So
how's that process been going?
We putting it together. I wanted to stick out. I wanted to work, you know what I'm saying? So I want her to have a sound of her own that's like, oh, okay, you know. So we releasing the single soon. Expensive Drama. So yeah, we working.
I know the stuff that I heard, or the potential of what I heard the night that I came to your studio to do the interview with her, that you can find exclusively on our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, this can really be some fire coming out of that. And I don't know, I don't know how many of those tracks she ended up picking, but it definitely sounded like a nice variety that she could choose from. And she really felt like, I think as we were talking, I think one of the things that she was saying was that like you were really challenging her, you know what I'm saying? Like none of the people that she's worked with in the past. And I thought that was kind of dope. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that ends up being.
Yeah, she picked all of them.
Oh,
yeah, she picked all of them.
Okay.
It's gonna be about 8 records.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. She got to come holler at us when she's ready. She got to.
Oh, absolutely.
She got it.
I'll make sure she do.
So what else is on deck for like the rest of? Yo, can I? Come on, Lisa. Let's stop for a minute.
What?
The t-shirt game is on point tonight. Yo,
Oh,
we got
good.
good times and Prince.
Y'all killing it. Y'all definitely killing it.
I want to see the t-shirt. Oh,
Look at
you see the little Prince?
She got him with the Prince joint. That's what I
Purple Rain, bro.
Hold on, let me say it again. All right, here you go. See, you on the bike?
That's the classic, yo.
Yeah.
I just got the ain't we lucky we got him. Good time.
Well, good times. That's you can't get more classic than
the most ironic show ever made.
and it's crazy, bro, because like what's his name in real life? John Amos is going through it.
Yeah, that's
crazy
so
right now, bro. Like, you know, prayers out to him, man, because he's
so sad.
He's really going through, man. They say family will be the one that'll kill you sometime. And
that's what they say.
That's driving him crazy right now. But yeah. So again, what's on deck, man, for like the remainder? Like, cause we get into, I guess this is like third quarter time right now. Fourth quarter right around the corner. You gotta.
Yeah. We in the midst of third. Yeah, we in the midst of the third. No.
Still.
Yeah, it's right there. It's right there.
I had to do the math. Yeah, we right there in the third quarter.
For the remainder of the year, you're just gonna see releases. Out right now. You got Jazzy B, Teach You remix. Professional snowboarder and rapper Miranda Wrights, No Problem remix featuring DJ Murray Mack. Chanel Narcissus, her upcoming single. If she ain't tell you the title, I'm not even. La La the Body, Ice Cream, that's out right now. DJ Murray Mack featuring Rara, Maniac, that's about to drop. It's a lot. I have a record out called Beetlejuice featuring Molly McCoy and my homie from Texas, Eminent Kazee. I'm brain farting, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Joe said I'm brain farting. I think that might be the first time that term has ever been used live. You want to get into the joint with you and Jazzy?
That was just last month. Huh?
You want to get into the joint with you and Jazzy?
Yeah, thank you.
Joint, you want to get into the joint with you and Jazzy and Nasty Boy?
Sure.
I gotta. We just following you, bro. You the GPS. We just following you right now because you putting a lot out there, and I'm trying to keep it all queued up so we can play whatever it is that you feel like you want to play.
All right, throw it on.
Get into that. Go ahead and intro it real quick.
This is a single from my album that dropped last year. Off my album Tilt My Crown. Must Be the Money. Well, this is a two-sided music video.
Right.
Must Be the Money featuring Jazzy B, DJ Cody, shout out to DJ Cody, DJ Murray Matt, and Rhea Reedy, and Stupid featuring Nasty Boy Tay. So check that out.
Let's go.
Shot by Mike John.
A Legend had to establish their own brand, and once the brand is established, have
well, you was clean on this video, son. He was clean. He looked like he came straight out of Mondawmin on this video.
Not Mondawmin.
Because I hear them call themselves legend. Yeah,
Mondawmin ain't even Mondawmin.
You can't make yourself a legend. The people have to consider you as one. Okay.
Second time around and running, nigga. Go back, y'all ready? It's your girl, DJ Mary, man, wrap it up. I need y'all to back to my way. I need y'all to turn that right now. You gotta be moved, you will never get played. You gotta be moved, you will never get played. You gotta be moved, you will never get played. Drop it.
I see the money cause it ain't shit dick. I'ma still get the cash, I'm a hustler, bitch. Ain't a point of us fucking cause it's just gonna slip. Might hit it in my mouth and divide. Off the price, I'ma charge a grip.
My show, bro. It's my
tip.
show.
I'm talking condos, D's and trips. Guaranteed it's worth every cent. Play bit and I will crack your shit. I got bitches ducked off.
I remember the first time I watched this, I was like, oh, wow.
You can play dumb if you want to see the sea flash. Left in the front of the truck, it's up to you, man. Get that act right real quick. Understand when you talking to a boss bitch. It ain't nothing, it's business. So shut the fuck up and listen. Put this pussy on your lips. He told me powder for a real nigga. When I said let's go, he think he gotta get it.
Like I'm
He
eight
be
right
talking
now. I'm
that
like,
shit cause he like the way I do it. Must be the money cause it ain't your dick. I'ma still get the cash, I'm a hustler chick. Must be the money cause it ain't your dick. I'ma still get the cash, I'm a hustler chick.
You all better go back to my way. I need y'all to turn that right now. Better go back to my way.
Yo,
I need to turn this shit on with y'all.
You got on her
Let's
mind,
go.
bro.
Let's go.
Shout out Dummy.
Yeah, that's right. It's Mr. Flood Season himself, DJ Kyng Ray, aka Mixtape Mitch. Oh, we got some new shit for you. Nasty Boy Tay, stupid man.
You got nipples. You got nipples. Oh my God, what are we doing on that?
My sex game stupid, my head is the dumbest. We can do it how you wanna, I can show you how I want it. Got you switching through positions, baby girl, I know you love it. Got your handcuffed to the head, but now you screaming out, you coming, yeah. Hit it from the back, I like to smack your ass and pull your head away. You throw it back and make it clap, the neighbors got it. Head. Damn, you pussy fat, she should've dropped. I can't stay out of there, I eat it from the front or from the back, no baby, I don't care. Come on, let's pick it up. All of the stuff I can't say it ain't big enough. This ain't the borders, it's in the trap. Got me a gallon of fish ain't big enough. Open your mouth, baby, here it come. Locking the load, almost say when I'm about to come. She catch it all on the tongue. My baby a freak and I love her, she 101. Bounce to the ass, make it clap. Do a jiggle, throw it back. Sit on my face and I eat the pussy like a snack. Bend it over, hit that ass from the back. Put the leg up so you know it's a rap. Took it solo, she ain't getting the bag. Said you love it and I know it's a fact. Pussy stupid, I
Well, I
put it
mean,
on
it's
track.
his right there. So, well, maybe
He made this video on a Sunday, so Ray had just came from church.
I didn't know the preacher didn't preach on that. He didn't preach on that, daddy.
I remember the first time I watched that, yo, and of course it started with her verse. I was like, yo, what is Ray doing? Yo, you ain't tell me, you ain't warned me. You just said, here's the link, watch the video. I was like, oh.
You got in trouble, Antoine?
Huh?
Did you get in trouble?
Nah, my wife probably liked that video. She probably.
Yeah, we end up I end up releasing it as a not only a single off the album, but as a remix EP. I did that for I think 2 records off my album. So Must Be the Money, there was a couple of remixes of it, and then I put a bonus song on it. And then that bonus song was released as an EP with remixes of that on it. So I was just playing the lanes. Thank you. Thank you. The second one was like a homage to the early 2000s Snap, you know, the whole Snap vibe, you know what I'm saying? That's why I sampled Stanky Leg and the Lil Wayne record, you know what I'm saying? That was like my little homage to that period.
Right.
So, let's see, a lot of people probably ain't even pick up on those samples, but that makes me think, bro, like would you consider bringing back like the little workshops that you were doing? The couple of joints that we did down at like the RL Hotel, and you know, just kind of really like coming back and trying to help especially artists here understand more of the business side of the music. Like, you know, we've been talking about sampling, and you sampled a couple of joints on there. There's some business that had to go into, you know what I'm saying, into that. Like, would you consider bringing that back? Because I felt like, and it was only what it ended up only being a couple of them, but I felt like that was something that, you know, and I think the pandemic kind of probably messed some of it up, but I felt like that was something that was needed here, because a lot of us really don't understand, you know, the business part of that. Would you consider bringing those back?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's something I really want to do. So yeah, I'm definitely down for that. I really enjoyed doing them. We definitely had a lot of people that was interested in being a part of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely down to do that again.
I feel like that's so needed, bro, because like even, and it's crazy because you want to say that in 2023, everybody understands, everybody has it together, but they really don't understand. They really don't have it together. And it's sad. And we have, like, I hate to say it like this, but we have a lot of artists here, a lot of young artists that are, I guess, basically trying to use the music as almost, I don't want to say like a get rich quick scheme, but a way of kind of, you know, changing their lives immediately, not
I mean, but that's
realizing
how
that,
they treat it.
right, not
Call a spade a
realizing
spade.
that
That's how they treat it.
music doesn't always change your life immediately. You know what I mean? And they don't look into the real business side of it. And that's why I felt like the workshops that you were doing, because I remember that one that we did down at RL, bro. Like you had like some heavy hitters
Some
business
hitters.
wise. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah,
could really teach the game. And I think that that's
yeah,
something that's missing. So, you know, I enjoyed hosting the one, man. And if I could ever, you know, help out and bring that back, I think it's definitely needed. It's definitely needed.
yeah. Yeah, a lot of people still think, even at this day and age, a lot of people still think that somebody's gonna walk past you and be like, "Hey, you want a record deal?" You know, and you didn't have to put in any work, and that it didn't work that way then. You know, so those type of events are crucial to learn, because you don't, you know, your music can pay for other things that you want to do. My music paid for things that I really want to do.
Mm,
So, and you can't just be an artist anymore. You have to be a business in
Right.
itself. You literally have to be a brand, and you have to move that way.
Right.
You know, that's why so many artists, you see them, next thing you know, you don't see them, because that's how they treated themselves. Like you said, they wanted to get in, get out, but that don't necessarily mean you're leaving with something.
yeah, yeah.
So
Now back up a
all they
little
want,
bit. Back up a little bit, because all I'm getting is the nose up. I need to see the whole face. It's live. I need to see
oh,
the whole face. Back up a little bit. There you go. There you go. There
okay.
you go. No, but that's definitely important, man. And it, you know, it reminds me of man. I could get into one hit wonders, and we could be talking about it for the next hour. But like, there's so many people that, you know, they had that one hit that got that radio play, and in their mind, you know what I'm saying, they felt like this is it. I'm getting ready to, and then you never hear from them again because they can't get that next, you know. And then I think about all of the artists that don't do their split sheets, you know, and so when it's time for, you know, that music to come out, and if it pops a little bit, you know, it's like, hold up, where's the, you know, where's my money from this? Where's my money from that? Well, the split sheet, you know, if you did it, says you only get this much, and if you didn't do it, then you really screwed. You know, kind of
or they
situation.
or they play themselves out of a situation, accepting the bare minimum,
Mm,
not believing in the record in the first place. Like, why would you even do it if
if
you
you don't
don't even
believe
believe in it?
it. Yeah,
So when the record do pop, then
yeah.
they coming back with their hands out and stuff like that. I've seen it firsthand. I've experienced it,
Mm,
and so many horror stories about that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's you gotta be careful with that, and don't do nothing you don't even believe in. Like, why even waste your time like that?
That's true.
So I feel like kind of going back to the beginning of the conversation, I feel like you're being real intentional with the people that you're choosing to work with these days. So, you know, when Lisa Monet decides that she's ready to drop her album,
I was
I love putting her
looking
on
for the
blast
person
like
you was
this.
looking for earlier. Like I was looking for that
He's still
person.
over there. He's still over there.
You still over there?
But when Lisa
What?
Monet decides that, you know, she has enough music together and she's really ready to try to come together and do something serious, and she wants DJ Kyng Ray to produce her album, how does she need to come to you? Like, what does she need to have ready? What does she need to have, you know, what does she need to be prepared for when DJ Kyng Ray is going to be like the executive producer, the overseer of her project?
She would definitely have to come with a plan, whether it's short term or long term. Like, what do you want to do with this, and how far do you want to take it? Of course, uh, some type of vision. You know, you wanna know what you want to do with this, whether you plan to be a rapper or you plan to be a singer. What do you want to do with this, and how long do you want to do it? Um, Ideas. It could be inspiration from songs you heard. It could be gospel, whatever you heard. What what is the vibe? What are you trying to accomplish when you're doing this? If it's just a hobby, I don't want to be a part of it, because I would I would take it too far. And if you don't want to take it too far, then I'm not the person for you. Um, Definitely having knowledge of the business after the studio. Um, that's crucial when you come. Having the knowledge of coming in the studio, that's crucial. It's okay to be a student in the studio. It's okay to be a sponge. Ask what this button do. Ask what this machine does. All those things are important because you want to know what's doing what to your sound. Even once you leave the studio, you want to know what companies are doing what to your sound, whether it's the publishing, the copyrights, or how you get paid from radio or what have you. You want to know those things. So come not only to be an artist, but come to be a student as well. So I would say that, but we don't want to waste each other's time. Definitely don't waste my time. I get bored like real fast.
You got that, Lisa?
Mr. DJ Kyng Ray.
Real quick though. Real quick. Let me.
Okay.
And please, don't think you can favor your way to the top. Okay? You have to pay to play. Okay? There's nothing you can do that's free in the long run. Okay? You're going to pay for it some way. So invest in yourself as a person, invest in yourself as a brand. If you trust yourself, you're going to spend on yourself. If you don't, this ain't for you. So I had to get close on that one because like stop all this freebie stuff, stop all this trying to finesse your way to the top. It don't work for everybody. And everybody at the top, they're very nervous. Because them favors gonna get called back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very important. What?
The views expressed by DJ Kyng Ray are those of DJ Kyng Ray and not necessarily those of Access Granted, the pod stream.
Hey, I stand on it. I stand on it. We had to pay for school to learn the business or learn these things. We had to pay for our gear to learn to give you the sound that you're so intrigued by or you love to do. Why would you come in expecting this to be like a quote unquote B Gaddy? You know what I'm saying? for
Daddy.
for something you want to do. We didn't make you do it. This was something you want to do.
Right.
You know, so and so with Claire, I'm not talking about anyone, not like that, but I hope everyone is listening though.
Right.
Because that's the advice I would give my son or sons. So, same rules apply. Same rule apply.
Sure.
So, Lisa Monet.
Yes.
Don't think that you can walk up there with your red bottoms and your.
I don't have those. I don't subscribe. Listen, Mr. DJ Kyng Ray, Mr. Antoine has tried to get me contracts from 5 other producers. I really,
Every guest, I don't care what they do. Every
he
guest
don't
that
care.
comes up here,
He don't care.
she has a
Now,
talent.
the only thing I will pitch is I'll be in a music video. But other than that, he had me trying to be somebody's manager. I was like, listen, I can only bring the shea butter. I don't know anything else about.
Oh, I mean, you need contracts for that too.
Oh, with the shea butter? Well, hold on. Let me get myself together. Hold on.
Yo,
you need a modeling contract. Don't let them gank you.
Okay.
But I mean, that's real though. Like that's real. Like every little bit of whatever that touches that song, that video, whatever, like there's a paid entity that goes into that. And people just don't, man, it's a lot of artists, bro, that's just I love y'all.
Good information to tell the artist. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you have a talent, but what else? Because so many of them stop at, there's so many of them stop at that. And what else can you do? You got this big platform, people with these big platforms, and a lot of people don't want to be on the social media wave or whatever. They're like, I can't wait for the social media thing to die out. But while it's here, you need to be marketing it. You need to be utilizing all of that.
It's not going to die out.
It's not. It's
not going anywhere.
It's not. I hear a lot of people, the people that I guess got out the mud supposedly, that they're kind of like envious of those who have just have that je ne sais quoi. They sitting here and they sitting pretty, and somebody sees them and like, hey, I want to give you a contract. Like the what about the young athletes that are getting what they call a NIL or whatever, for lack of a
NIL license.
Yeah, the license is just from them being sports. These children are millionaires. And they're mad about that because they just had that marketing appeal. And so you got to ride the wave. Like, what else can you do? You got to keep it moving.
You have to be a student. You have to go back and be a student of the game as well. Like never stop being a student, whether you're a teacher or not. Even teachers have books they got to study. So like, you got to continue that, and if those type of things don't fit what you're trying to do, then you're either going to get lost or you're going to have to work harder in the way that you're doing. And look, her big head gonna pop up. Contract.
Shout out to my sis Chanel Narcissus in the building. Stop doing that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Be nice, bro. But it's at the end of the day, it's all about business.
Right.
Yeah.
She's right. Yeah.
Called the music business for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And we've heard
stories. Favors.
We've heard stories for years about artists that have gotten into the game, and I'm talking like major artists that have gotten into the game, didn't have their business right, and they were broke before they figured it out, and then once they were able to figure it out, or if they were able to figure it out, she said, "Yeah, but I'm right though. We said you was right. Come on." All right, that's all you get is 2 comments. You don't get no more stuff on the show. You shout out to my sis, man. But yeah, bro, like it's so, and we've had this conversation before. Like it's just so important, man, to all of that stuff that you do in front of the camera when you're in the studio and all of that is great. but it's the stuff that you do behind that that determines whether you're really going to have some longevity in the game or not. And
Because
unfortunately,
once they say cut, and the lights go down and all of that.
Hey, a lot of that jewelry and rented cars go back, bro.
Yeah, man.
So it just
That's
is
real.
what it is.
Not the rented cars and jewelry.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
let's keep it real. That's
yeah.
the reason that what's their name? The Roots did that video called "What We Do." They were
What we
emulating.
do, yeah.
Yeah, they were emulating. And I had to look to check the date, but shout out to my sis Chanel because she will be on the show on September the 11th. She will be up here doing her thing. I'm gonna just put her in a solo screen and let her sing live for 2 hours. That's all this is gonna be. She don't know it yet, but that's all it's gonna be. But look, man, for anybody, bro, that's like trying to connect to you for any kind of work, man. And before we even get into that, bro, let me just say how much I appreciate you, bro. Like, again, I don't even remember how we met, honestly, to this day. I can't tell you how we met, but since the day that we connected, it's been a genuine 100%, friendship since then. And you didn't send the bio and you didn't send the beats that I asked you to send that I was going to play in the background of this show. But I know you're a busy man, so I'm gonna give you a pass. But
I can give you a bio. I can give you a bio now.
It's too late now. I don't need the bio now. But I'm saying all of that to say, bro, that
I'll give you a verbal rundown.
Yeah, let him do it. I want to hear it. No.
Sure.
Okay.
Floor is yours. Talk.
Well, like he stated, one time nominated for co-production on a record. I worked with artists such as Aguilar the Don Bishop, Lady Luck, Juvenile.
I peeped that Lady Luck. That's fire.
Yeah. Working with Aguilar, that opened up a lot of doors for me as far as working with other artists, treating sonics for artists like Inspector Deck, Big Daddy Kane, Raekwon, Lord Tariq. Just out of working with him, those opportunities, I was able to, be the voice of putting these songs together with these guys, Rock Mars. A lot of these guys that I grew up listening to, I later, became the coach, the coach, if you will. Music wise,
yeah,
sonically. Like you said, self-taught musician and DJ. I wanted to DJ and rap at first. The production part came later. Once I learned, like, I really want to sound like these guys. So, I started studying, what the RZA was doing, Prince Paul, Pete Rock, like those guys. Once like you said, the musicianship, listening to the Roots, Stetsasonic, the first real hip hop band. Okay, so let's be real clear about that. Fast forward, started getting into remixing more, especially with like EDM music. I fell in love with EDM music. I was able to do remixes for artists like Madonna, Young M.A. I can't think of a name right now. Seven Streeter.
Okay.
He's stunting on y'all right now. Hope y'all realize
is.
He's stunting. He's stunting on y'all right now.
That's why he said don't put him in no Baltimore box. Don't play with him. That's what he said.
Currently, I'm the music supervisor and producer for shows like Unwind with Tasha K, I've done music for Tubi, for Roku TV. Um, yeah.
He like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Like shows like Unwind with Tasha K. I always wanted to be a part of satire music. Like one of my favorite shows was Saturday Night Live.
Mm.
So Tasha was actually my second business manager.
Really?
Yeah. And she moved on to do her show, and she brought that idea to me 10 years ago. 10 years exactly. And she
Wow.
was like, "Yo, I want to do a tabloid show. I need some music." And just so happened I was working on some ideas for Tamar Braxton.
Hmm.
I told
And
y'all he's
she,
stunting on y'all right now.
lo
Pay
and
Yeah.
attention.
behold,
Let's forget it.
lo and behold, she was like, "Yo, I need something that Tamar Braxton would get on." So the music that you hear in the beginning of her show,
That's you.
that was for Tamar Braxton. So that's
Wow.
that's my music that you hear in the beginning. Anything music involved in music on her show, that's me. The whole R. Kelly record video that she just did, the Cardi B "You Going to Jail" song.
Mm.
um,
He
the
laughing like
Catch Me
y'all just
Outside,
don't know. Y'all just don't know.
the the,
Yeah.
car, the the Catch Me Outside song, like
Yeah,
anything music
yeah.
wise, I've done for that. Roku TV, Must Be the Money was on a film that they're working on, a LGBT film. Did I forget anything? I forget a letter or anything? No.
I, I,
I
I,
I,
I
I
don't
just
know,
want to
bro.
be correct.
You you
But
you stunted so much right there that I just don't know if you might have forgotten anything, bro.
Must Be the Money uh has been featured on there. Um yeah, I'm blessed. I'm blessed, dude. I ain't There was a period where I felt like I shouldn't celebrate myself, but you
Mm.
gotta celebrate yourself.
I got on
So
you
don't
about
don't
that,
get a
bro.
you
I
won't
got
get a
on
lot of humbleness out of me these days,
I got on you about that.
because
And that was part of the
yeah,
reason that I gave you some time to like really talk about like where you stand, bro. It's a lot and it's deserved.
yeah,
And he's also going to
yeah,
be the first featured person on the new segment that we have from Access Granny
yeah.
called Where I'm From. Now that I've officially done the logo, bro, I gotta put it out there and we gotta make that
Yeah.
happen. So he's gonna be the first feature. And yo, shout out my
Cool.
man that just tuned in with us, bro. My man Ank the Bank.
Oh, Ank, what up? What up?
Bro.
Anytime Ank down sound stage, you let me get on and spin. So like
Bro.
that's my guy. That's my guy.
Let me talk about Ank for 30 seconds, bro.
Do you
I
think? Do
gotta
you think?
steal this dude's hard drive, bro.
Oh,
I
he got goodies.
I have to steal this dude's hard drive, bro. And every time I mention it, he says, "Oh, well, all you got to do is give me a hard drive, and you can." Nah, bro. People don't give up what you have, bro. I gotta steal
Ah,
this dude, man. Shout out to Billy Live and all of those dudes, man. Ank the Bank, yo.
yeah,
He's
man.
like, shout out to that dude. Thank you for tuning in, bro. But yeah, man, I wanted to bring you up today, bro, because I knew that you had some stuff that you wanted to talk about, man. But also because I'm heavy in giving flowers, bro. And I wanted to,
Oh,
if nobody else in this damn city gives you your flowers and your credit for the work that you putting in, bro, just know that I and we here at Access Granted, man, see you and we appreciate you, bro, and you got that
Gratitude.
like
Thank you.
open door policy, here. Just don't
Thank
bring Chanel through the door with you because Chanel is not welcome here.
uh-uh.
No, I'm just- bro, and we got to do something with the indie people again, bro. We got to do something. I don't know, like there's a certain
I'll put
artist
it in the
there
chat.
that you might catch her every 6 months. I ain't gonna mention no names, Candy Cane. there's a certain artist that you might reach every 6 months, but we gotta do something because I felt like that was we were on the verge of doing some serious work, and then I think kind of like the pandemic happened and all of this other stuff, man. But we were in Indy like in the pandemic. The pandemic started in March. We were up there in November of that year.
Yeah.
No mask on, no nothing. We could have been a club full of people catching COVID that night. But I definitely hope that we can find a way to reconnect that and make that happen, bro. Because I really thought we were on to something special right there. It was some dope work coming out of there. It was
that inspired you to do this show.
That inspired me to do the show.
Yeah.
Shout out to and then I gotta give a shout out to T Quest because she I met her in Indy. She inspired me to do the show. And she's the person that's done not only this background that you see now, but the purple background that we had just a couple of weeks ago. So all of this Access Granted and Rum Punch and Dirty Half and Half and all of that, that's all T Quest, man. So shout out to her. Definitely a great inspiration. Yeah, man, we gotta I don't know if we gotta go back or if we can get them here, but whatever it takes to work with them, man, it's definitely some stuff that needs to be done. I feel like we left some stuff on the table, so hopefully we can we can make some things. I was about to say something, but it wasn't appropriate for the air, so I'm gonna leave that alone with her punk ass boyfriend. But anyway,
I ain't touching it. Let's
no, man. Let everybody know how they can follow my man DJ Kyng Ray, bro.
You can find me on everything. DJ Kyng Ray. That's DJ KYNG RAY. My Instagram is DJ Kyng Ray Official, but every other platform is DJ Kyng Ray. Subscribe, follow. I'll follow back. Let's chop it up.
That he does. And again, man, make sure Lisa and any other future artists, when y'all step to them, that y'all just ready to work, man. Because when you step in that element, you gotta be ready to work, and just and just be dead serious about not only the stuff that you're doing in the studio, but like you said, everything that follows, the business part of it, because the business is going to be right. And all of that stuff, man. But I salute you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Not only, for the work that you do, but for the friendship that we have. Shout out to I can't have you here and not shout out Jay McGraw, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Can't have you here and not shout out
to
my guy. The soon to be ordained deacon Jay McGraw.
What?
Yes.
What?
You see that reaction right there? That was the same thing I said when I saw the flyer. What?
Wow.
Yeah, shout out to my man.
I might have to pull up with that.
I already planned to. So if you want to, let me know. I already planned to.
Look at y'all.
And I hope Jay doesn't watch this show because it was supposed to be a surprise. But yeah, I already planned it. I got the flyer in my phone, and I already plan on. I might pull up with a bottle of Hennessy, or 2 pouches of Long Island, because I might no. But shout out to Jay McGraw, man. Because it's because of him that this connection happened, and for the most part, and we've been solid ever since, bro. So keep working, man. Keep doing your thing. You always got a spot here. All you gotta do is hit me up and say, yo, and I'll kick people off the calendar for you if it's worth it. So we can definitely make it happen, bro. For real. I appreciate you, bro. Definitely appreciate you, man. And stop being modest, bro. I'm gonna say that. Stop being modest, bro. Because like your name deserves to be up there with some of those. You know what I'm saying? So stop being modest. It's cool. I like it, but yo, take your flowers, man. Sometimes you gotta walk up to people and snatch the flowers out of their hand. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
And Lisa got
you're right though.
She'll punch somebody in the face for you. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
She said, yeah. All right, man. Give it up for my guy, DJ Kyng Ray, bro. I appreciate you.
Yay!
We appreciate you, bro. Chanel, thank you for tuning in, sis. And if I wanted you to come up here and sing for 2 hours, you would come up here and sing for 2 hours. She gonna be like, nah, I'm not coming and singing for no 2 hours.
She
If I
said
wanted
she's
you
not
to
singing. She said she's not singing for 2 hours. You like to put somebody on the spot and
Yo,
have
that's what
them.
I do. I'm the dude that throws you under the bus, puts you on the
Yes.
spot. She said anytime. No, I'm not. No, I wouldn't ask you to sing for 2 hours, sis, but definitely looking forward to having her up here, man. She's an amazing artist. Studio Nar. I was getting ready to say it wrong. Studio Nar. She has like 847 students that she's, teaching vocal lessons and all of that stuff
Oh
too.
wow.
But I was happy to have Ray up here, man, because Ray's just one of those dudes, man, that I just feel like doesn't get the credit that he deserves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, for the amount of work that he's putting in. So yeah, definitely shout out to that dude. I'm gonna go ahead and share this flyer real quick because again, do I still have it up? Wait a minute, where'd it go? There it is. Okay, then you do it like this. There we go.
Flyer?
Make sure y'all come out, man.
Yes.
That's right around the corner. That's right. I was gonna get Chanel to sing on there, but she sent me her budget. I don't have $37,000 in the budget to pay her for one night. I don't have it. I can't afford her yet. So maybe she'll be on the next one. maybe
the Lord will bless. Yes.
Maybe I'll make enough money off of this one to get on
right
on the next one. But yeah, man, definitely come out, man. Access granted. Whew.
September 21st.
The Hot Winter Sip and Paint experience, man. Shout out to my man Jay Waiters and all of the artists that are going to be coming up out of Dallas.
Yes.
Hosted by my lovely co-host, Miss Lisa Monet. Man, we're definitely looking forward to this, man. Tickets are actually selling. I'm not one of those people that's gonna sit up here in front. If they weren't selling, I wouldn't lie. I'd be like, look, y'all need to get on the ball. But tickets are definitely selling.
Good.
We're gonna have some great live entertainment with Ja Avi, Yo Wingman, Star B, Tad Nips, and of course my brother Jay Waiters. A great night of R&B, soul, and poetry. We're gonna have some great food. I can't wait for the lamb chops. And shout out to my sister darling Dina, who's gonna be the one cooking at night. She just got out of the hospital not too long ago. So prayers to her and her recovery. But we are definitely looking forward to this night, man. So if you are listening, just go on to Eventbrite and type in Hot Winters and get your tickets. The tickets are $45 if you're going to do the whole Sip and Paint experience. If you're there just to check out the show, the tickets are only $10, man. So we have a little something for everybody. We will have access granted, Long Island iced teas and rum punches in the building that night. Shout out to my sister Tipsy Fiend. We're going to have some amazing food and some amazing entertainment. So come on out, man. Support. I support all of y'all. But y'all, no. But definitely come out, man. September is right around the corner. Like we're literally entering August tomorrow. So we're about 7 weeks away from this event now. Yeah, time is definitely coming, man. So make sure you guys come out. Chanel says she'll be there. Chanel, don't be mad if I pull you out the crowd and tell you to sing Acapulco. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. But definitely looking forward to this event, man. Gosh, like I said, I'm so nervous.
Not you.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm definitely nervous because that's our birthday week. Oh, that's your birthday week? Oh, yeah, we pulling you on the stage for something. You shouldn't have told me that. You should have kept that part to yourself. We definitely gonna get you, but yeah, definitely come out and support, sis. But Yeah, I'm really nervous because
All right.
like the only other kind of event that I've done in the past was when I was with Baltimore Flavor Radio and we did like a
Okay.
meet and greet event at the Glory Days out Towson. But
Okay.
this is like my first event that I'm like putting money behind and all of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Like I'm really invested in this, you know what I'm saying? And
It's gonna be fine.
yeah, it's a yeah. She said it's a good thing to be nervous, and I feel that I understand that. And shout out to Rachel Cooper, we appreciate you. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely nervous, and I probably will be nervous all the way until about 5 minutes after it's over. And that's just
Okay.
being honest. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I understand.
We need to make sure that the people from Dallas get here on time, and have a place to stay, and you know Baltimore artists, we always fashionably late, so I got to make sure that my Baltimore artists don't be fashionably late that night and get there on time. And a lot of logistics are going into making it happen, from the music to the food to the artists and so on and so forth. So yeah, definitely a little bit nervous, but you know I have faith that it's going to be an amazing night, and I'm kind of using that philosophy of whoever's supposed to be there will be there. You know,
Exactly.
because I have like 500 people telling me that they're going to be there, but we're only taking about 60 people that night. So,
Okay.
we want to keep it nice and intimate. So, shout out to Tambers. I love the event space. Shout out to Nina, the original party girl, who's helping put everything together on that end.
Mm-hmm.
Bank the Bank, if you want to come out, I do have a DJ, but I'll have a controller and a laptop ready for you if you want to come out and do your thing, my brother. Um, yeah, but looking forward to it. And Lisa, I just want you to get up there and just do your thing. Like, it's your job to make sure that the energy stays right all night long.
Oh, okay.
Definitely looking forward. Chanel, where can we order tickets? You can go on Eventbrite. Actually, you can go on my Facebook page, but you'll have to scroll down a little bit. But if you go to Eventbrite and you just type in Hot Winters,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see a picture of the flyer that I just had up, and you can go on there and order your tickets. Chanel, your tickets are $75 just because I know you got a lot of money. So we're making you pay extra $30.
Lord have mercy.
All right, man. We are out of here. My man, producer, musician extraordinaire, Maurice Carroll will be in the building next week. Lisa, I appreciate you so much, sis. And I'm
Oh,
feeling the hair.
you like my
I
hair?
really just paid attention to that. Like I'm really feeling the hair.
I'm embracing my gray. Embracing the gray. Come on, gray.
Come on now. Come on now.
Come on, gray.
Come on now.
I wanted to, you know what? Sidebar. I wanted to come in like Storm, but my auntie was like, Lisa, that's not how it comes in.
Gotcha.
But anyway, I'm embracing it.
Gotcha. We embrace the grays. My father-in-law, unknowingly before he passed away some years ago, encouraged me to embrace the gray because his salt and pepper that he had was freaking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna do that just for men stuff and all of that stuff. I'm gonna just let it rock.
Just let it rock.
I'm very great. Let's shout out the t-shirts again one more time.
Shout out one more time for the t-shirts. Okay.
Good times and Purple Rain. We might have to. This might have to become a theme. This might have to become a theme. We might have to.
And we didn't even call each other and coordinate.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It's the last minute. I normally try to zhuzh it up a little bit, and I was like, you know what? There you are, Prince. Are you ready? Prince said, yeah. And I was like, all right, then. Let's go.
We might. This might have to become a theme. I don't know.
Okay.
It depends on your budget because your budget is bigger than mine. But we want to thank you.
we want to speak that into existence. All right.
There you go. Hey, when you get your first 5 million, I want half.
Oh.
Not half. I'll take like 10%. No, man. But
not the church.
No, not the church. No, I'm not. Nah. Well, give your 10% to them first, and then I'll take the second 10% because you know how that goes.
I got you.
But we definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, man. This was a great show. I had fun chopping it up with my man Kyng Ray.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be back next week with another episode. Again, my man Maurice Carroll, aka Stanky Face from Stanky Face Productions, will be in the building. And I'm working on a couple of shows, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Okay.
Working on a couple of big shows, so stay tuned, man. But we're out here, man. We will see you guys next week. Access granted. The Par String, Baltimore. Oh yeah, gotta put my heart up.
Put the heart out.
Baltimore. Put the damn guns down, man.
Put
And I'm gonna
them
just leave it at
down
that.
and
We
put the
out
heart
here.
up.
Put the guns down. Put the heart up. We're out.